Yeah, hello everyone. Good to be live again. I hope everyone is having a good day wherever you're watching me from. Welcome to Chelsea FC Jingles. I remain Oladipo Baju, Misole. We're here to preview the Manchester City versus Chelsea Football Club FA Cup semi-final game coming up tomorrow at Wembley Stadium. So um, I think the game is starting about 12:30 p.m. Eastern time uh, from my location here. So, well, it's Manchester City. They just finished um, a very tough game with Real Madrid. It was a game where they played Real Madrid very well. They were very fantastic. They put up a very good fight, but Real Madrid doing what they know how to do best. um, Real Madrid was able to click the result at the end of the day. So I saw a post online where somebody was interviewing Ancelotti about how they played him, about the possession, about everything. And he said, yes, they had the ball, but I took my team to the semi-final at the Champions League. So sometimes it's all about the results. So Manchester City did the playing, Real Madrid got the result. So it was a very tough game for them. Over 120 minutes played, and I am thinking they would still come and face Chelsea with the same first team. Um, there are some speculations that they could be facing Chelsea with the second team, but I don't believe that. I think they want to put in their best, especially after listening to um, the press conference from both coaches. It doesn't sound like Pep is going to use his second team because when they're asking you, players are available and they're asking about first team players, and you are confirming availability of some and then a doubt in some. Yeah, what it means is definitely they are not those same players might still feature. Well, will they be very fit against Chelsea? Because this season Manchester City hasn't had a smooth ride against Chelsea Football Club. It was a 4-4 encounter in the Premier League at Stamford Bridge and a 1-all draw at Etihad Stadium. So it hasn't really come easy for any of the two teams. Now, if you are watching us live, please just leave a comment in the box so I can acknowledge your presence. Yeah, so we're expecting a very tough game. Yeah, Chelsea's form too. It's kind of good. They've Chelsea has not lost any of his last 8 games. Though it wasn't really a very fantastic run of result, but I think about four wins in 8 games, and then the rest are draw. So Chelsea going into this game, they're going in high spirit, especially after bashing Everton 6 goals to nil. The goals are coming in, and I remember against Manchester City, they were still able to reply. They were still able to play level with them with scoring 4 goals as well. So you can expect anything in this game. So starting with the press conference of both coaches, um, Pochettino talked about how they have been meeting, they've been meeting as a team, the coaching staff, the players, and even they even met with the sporting directors. So they've been meeting, they've been practicing penalties, so they've been working quite hard. And well, the team is in high spirit. So he talked about his dream and ambition to lift a trophy from Wembley Stadium. And he talks about relishing some good memories of Wembley Stadium. Hopefully, he's able to do that with Chelsea. You know, like I said in my last um, my last live show, we if we look at how Chelsea started the season, playing Premier League, number 9 on the table, not very encouraging. Um, Played Carabao Cup, played the final, lost the final to Liverpool, and then now we are playing semi-final of the FA Cup. So it's really, really not really. It's really not that bad for a club that has just assembled a new team. So hopefully, Chelsea can be able to wake up and win this trophy. It's very important that we scale through by beating Manchester City and get to the final. We have to get to the final because we have to win one of these trophies. Uh, um, that's one of the ways we can get European qualification easily. And then, aside that, it's one way to give something back to the fans and let it not look like a wasted season. Nobody's expecting it easy. It's Manchester City. We know who they are. We know what they are capable of doing. But then the coach is hoping that he's able to lift a trophy there. And he was talking about reacting to the circumstances and trying to see how things will go over there at Wembley. So, can Chelsea knock Manchester City out? Well, it's not impossible. It's doable. If Chelsea put in the work and they remain focused, they can actually do it. Manchester City is not unbeatable. They can be beaten by Chelsea, and it can also go the other way too. I think based on the fact that both of them have played together and Pep Guardiola has emphasized the fact that Chelsea is one team that gives him a headache. So I want to categorically say that Chelsea has what it takes to get the win if they put the work and if they are diligent and committed. So I think if we want to see the fact that Pep Pep said KDB is available. He was substituted in the 90th minute, I think, in the Champions League quarterfinals. Then he also said Haaland is a doubt. So if Haaland is a doubt, if Pep said Haaland is a doubt, so it means if those players are fit, he will be playing them. So it means he's not taking it lightly. He's not bringing any second team. So and then I Poch also warned, still on the press conference, he warned that they should allow Palmer to still grow. He's a young player, and that he has been very consistent in his first season, and that there is need to take caution because he's still young. Now, that's how sometimes the press have killed some magnificent young stars from growing. When they overhype and then too many attention and the player just go down the drain like that. So I think he's trying to prevent something like that for his young talisman. Also, Pep Guardiola said that Cole Palmer had wanted to leave City 2 years ago, 2 seasons ago. I had him talked about the fact that he even told him that Riyad Mahrez is leaving, and that might open more opportunities for him. But I think because he wasn't getting enough playing time, he equally said it earlier that he gave him an option. Is it that you go on loan or is it that you make a permanent move or you stay? And the young man chose a permanent move, and the rest is history. I'm very positive that Cole Palmer will be winning stuff with Chelsea. He will be winning stuff with Chelsea. Definitely he will. So Chelsea versus Manchester City. What are the chances of the two teams? We'll be reviewing the game statistics. Uh, Manchester City in the last previously, sorry, this season, on an average, Manchester City, when it comes to scoring goals, they've scored an average of 3.5 per game, and lately Chelsea is on 2.8 per game. So, and then in terms of goals conceded, Manchester City is 0.5%, 0.5 chances of being able to concede goals, and then Chelsea 1.0 chances of being able to concede goals. So shots off target, Manchester City average of 3.8, Chelsea an average of 4.8. So we play more shots off target than them, but shots off target doesn't really amount to anything though. It's the shot on target that matters. And on shots on target, Manchester City average of 8.0, Chelsea average of 6.8. Corner kicks average of 9.5 for Manchester City, for Chelsea 6.6. So cards, Manchester City likely an average of 1.0 cards, and Chelsea 1.2 cards on an average. So these teams are, both of them are doing very well, and Manchester City, of course, is doing far better than Chelsea. It's very obvious. So on other news related to Chelsea Football Club, the coach talked about Christopher Nkunku back in partial training, which is quite a good news. We recall that Christopher Nkunku had a new ligament surgery, and shortly after recovering from that, he picked up a hamstring injury. So, just after returning from the previous one. So Nkunku had played only 400 minutes in 10 appearances for Chelsea this season. And he had, out of those 10 appearances, he only had 2 starts. And in those 2 starts, he had 2 goals. Though, not to say he scored those goals in all the games he started. He started only 2 games. And but his number of goals corresponds to his number of starts. And then Poch said that he has to be Kuku has to be examined, and then they have to see how his body responds and how he will evolve over time. So Poch said he hopes that Nkuku can be recovered before the end of the season. Yeah, another player who is back in partial training is Robert Sanchez. Robert Sanchez is also back in partial training. So the return of Robert Sanchez and Christopher Nkunku to partial training has streamlined our injury list from 7 to 5. So right now we only have Rhys James, the captain of the team, Wesley Fofana, Levi Colwill, Romeo Lavia, and Leslie Ogochukwu. Those are the guys that are still injured for now. So the coach said James and Levi Colwill might return this season, but he's not certain about it. I hope they can return though, so we can have more options in the back line and in the midfield to allow for more rotation and substitution when needed. So on the among the on among the other news about Chelsea Football Club, we just talked about the injury update. So on transfer news on Chelsea, It's only two items, and I categorize them as rumors because they are not confirmed news. The first one is that Chelsea may rival Manchester City for Jamal Musiala at the end of the season. That's in the summer. So Jamal Musiala, we all know, it's a player that they fought from Chelsea Academy and was sold to Bayern Munich. And Chelsea had a clause of £20 million on him in case Bayern Munich is to sell. So if Chelsea is buying, what it means is that Chelsea will be getting a £20 million waiver on that amount. So 20 million waiver for then if someone else is signing him like Manchester City, it means Chelsea is going to get £20 million from that deal. So it's a very good player, and some reports says that he doesn't mind a return back to his home, Chelsea Football Club. So also Ian Matson was rumored to want a permanent move away from Chelsea to make his move to Borussia Dortmund, a permanent one. He scored a very good goal for Borussia Dortmund in the quarterfinals of the Champions League, which they qualified. So he's been doing very well in Bundesliga. So if he's asking for a permanent move, I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised because he has to make a good decision for his career. And the current coach, Mauricio Pochettino, does not seem to be interested in him. It's attributed to his physical appearance, that he's not so tall. But then the guy is killing it wherever he is. Well, some people may say, "Oh, that's Bundesliga. Can he kill it in the Premier League?" Well, give him a try and see. He killed it in the Championship, so why not? Why can't he do it? So, but if he's leaving, yeah, I will take it as he's making a choice that he feels is good for his career. So I put those two items as a rumor because to me, they are not confirmed news per se. So on the lineup for tomorrow, like I said earlier, I expect Manchester City to field their top teams. I expect them to play their senior players. So Chelsea, we are playing their senior players. What would Chelsea do? I expect Chelsea to also feature the most of the players that played against Everton, except with a few change, except with the introduction of Raheem Sterling, the guy that specializes in using Kyle Walker as a mopping stick in both legs of the Premier League games that we played with them. So I think Chelsea hasn't lost to Manchester City this season. Yeah, I think so. So we should go into that game with quite a level of confidence. So introduction of Axel Disasi as well in the back line. He might likely be introduced back to the team, he and Raheem Sterling. That is not to say that Modric will not be able to feature, but having Modric on the bench, since Sterling has always been very outstanding against Manchester City, and then having Modric coming when the guys are already tired will be very, very good one. So I encourage you to watch out for the predicted lineup on the YouTube Shorts. I'll be uploading it very soon today. So watch out for it. Remember to drop your likes on the video and leave your comment if you feel a certain player will be playing or you feel a certain player shouldn't be starting. Let's know why. Feel free. It's an interactive channel. Every opinion is welcome. Also, if you come across the video, remember to subscribe to the channel and please like our live stream videos, like our YouTube short videos. We'll see you again tomorrow for the post-match analysis or match review, as it may be called. Tomorrow after the game, uh, the the show will be scheduled later tonight, and that's for later tonight against tomorrow after the game. So we'll come to review the player performances, we'll come to review the statistics and every other thing that might be out there in the news about Chelsea Football Club. So wishing Chelsea a very good and successful outing against Manchester City Football Club, hoping that Chelsea can qualify and scale through to the final of the FA Cup. So either play Manchester United or Coventry City. So see you tomorrow. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy the rest of your day and be blessed. Thank you for watching. Bye.